This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
G'day, this is Curtis Stone with Fitzy, Wippa and Kate.
Curtis Stone is more than a pretty face.
Curtis Stone's career in food has continued to reach new heights and even Michelin stars.
It's Curtis Stone!
Oh, my gosh. Well, when you have an intro like that, you've got to intro a man who means so much to us. Very good friend of the show, Curtis Stone.
Bring it in, big guy. Making his way into the... Oh, wow. Look at this thing. Is that a blender, is it?
It's a Cook Blender Pro.
Multi-purpose.
You know what I thought of you? Because you can actually... it washes itself. And I thought, I know someone that would like this. I know some boys that just don't like dishes.
Yeah, well, it does more than Wippa does.
Yeah.
Hello, Curtis.
G'day,
It's
Chrissy.
Oh,
Hello,
this
darling.
is so exciting, mate. Thank you very much.
Good to see you, mate.
This is Durapress. This is available to buy at The Good Guys. This is your own range. It must be exciting doing your own range, Curtis, because you know what? In the kitchen, there are so many things. I mean, I friggin' scratch the bottom of a fry pan and I have to replace it so quickly. But when you get in there, you know exactly what you want.
You know what? It's that cooking process, and I've always been fascinated with this because I sort of see it like there's always problems you're faced with when you cook. And if you can solve some of those problems through products, then that's a good day.
Oh, that's a huge win.
Makes it a bit easier.
Do you know what these things look like they're good for too? I don't know if you've noticed, Curtis, you sort of eye me off like, when are we going to talk about your amazing weight loss? Sure, I'm on Monjaro, but what I've also been doing is a lot of smoothies.
Well, you know what? It did cross my mind that you might be having a delicious soup or a smoothie as a meal replacement here and there. So, and this does that for you. So it was on my mind.
Can I say without fear or favour, I have a few of these products and they are so good. Do you know what I love about the food processor? And I know that this sounds like a massive plug.
No, this is good.
My old processor is very heavy and it's really hard to like move around, and yours is really light and it's got double blades, so it does
Double
everything
blader.
in half
It's a
the
double
time.
blade.
Really?
It's so good.
I had the pleasure, the ultimate pleasure, of cooking with Chrissy just recently.
How did you guys go?
Well, it was so fun. She made a dish called Hulk Chicken.
Hulk chicken?
Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk.
Wow, is it green?
Which is probably a trade
mark issue.
Sorry, if I got us in trouble. But
Marvel online too. Yeah.
What is Hulk chicken?
it was very green, and it was actually. I've got to be honest with you. I sort of walked in there thinking, okay, Chrissy, we'll see about this.
Yeah, anything could happen.
It was so delicious.
So your approach is similar to every time she joins this show. Anything could happen here.
That's right. That's right.
Was it something that you made yourself, Chrissy? Is this your own creation?
I made it up because, you know, there's nothing better than lying to your children to make sure they eat well. And I learnt that very early on with Leo, and who's now 16, but wasn't. He was newborn eventually, initially. Anyway, he loved the Hulk, wouldn't eat anything. And I had this marinade. It was bright green, lots of coriander and capsicum and all that. And I just said, it's Hulk chicken. And he ate it all up, and we still eat it once a week. At least,
Well, Curtis, I want to, just on that, because this is what I love about the kitchen. When you're in there by yourself, you can create whatever you want. Now, David Lennon works at Nova here. Great man, Leno. He's got a few faults, but he put this up on Instagram recently, and I want you to have a look at it, Curtis. It's up on the screen. Okay. He said, life hack care of my wife. Use pasta instead of rice for curry. Now, he's combining two countries' cuisines.
Interesting.
Can you have your curry with pasta? Have you ever heard of that before?
Look, if you had have mentioned this to me without showing me that image, I might feel differently, but the image isn't that appeling to me. I've got to be honest.
No.
So, David...
As I say on MasterChef, you eat with your eyes. I'm not eating that.
No, you're not. I think he's just gone, I can swap one white for another white, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You know, in California, marijuana use is legal, and I think there's a certain section of that market that would really be very, very interested in this dish.
All the Uber drivers as a takeaway.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Hey, actually, Curtis, while we've got you, because you're on MasterChef a bit yourself, this week I saw a promo. The contestants have to do the best pub meal which I don't mind. Counter meal. Like if you go to a pub, what's your go-to? Are you a schnitzel man or what do you go to?
I do like a good schnitzel.
Yeah.
I do. I like a Parma. Mm-hmm. Although, have we renamed the Parma the Parmi?
Parmi, yeah, I think so.
What do you
depending on
say?
which part of Australia you come
Oh,
from.
okay.
yeah.
It was always a Parma to me, but recently
It's
I've
a
heard
Parma.
people talking a Parmi, which threw me.
Parmi, mate.
We used to go to a local pub every Friday night in the 80s, and do you know what they would serve? And I don't know where it's gone, and I want to bring it back.
Oh, Fisherman's
Chicken
Basket?
Oh,
Yeah,
come
brilliant.
on. I mean,
No?
is there
Brilliant.
anything more iconic than the Fisherman's Basket? But no, it was the chicken cordon bleu,
Oh, cordon bleu.
which was like a little brick of chicken, and then you
Yep.
cut it open, and inside was ham and cheese. Inside.
Yeah. I went to a restaurant, Swanee, overseas, and the only thing they served was cordon bleu. And
Well,
it was
I want
massive,
one.
and
You
everyone
can't
had
get
a heart
them
attack.
anywhere.
No, because it'll kill you. I think it's been ruled out as a health issue.
You're a downer.
Hey, what are we going to do for your 50th, mate? It's in November.
I know.
How do we
it's-
celebrate?
You know, I'm sorry. I always have a big party when I turn on the decades.
Yeah.
I haven't decided, and I'm late. I'm late in thinking about
Want me
it.
to organise a
I
boat?
had
Yes.
a beautiful lunch. I'm going to give you a tip because I'm the only one who's 50.
Yeah.
Out of everybody here present, I had a beautiful lunch where I didn't lift a finger for once, so that was my treat. And I just invited my favourite people that I had met over the last 50 years, and it was magical.
Oh, that's
It
fun.
would be weird, though, for you to have a dinner and have Gordon Ramsay cook. You know, if you didn't do any of the catering.
Yeah, that could be an idea.
Okay, all right.
Well,
let's brainstorm.
and are you on a fitness like? Are you shredding for your 50th?
I am.
Curtis?
I told my kids I'm going to be in the best shape of my life when I turn 50. Wow. And of
Great.
course, my little one's like, no, you won't. And I said, yes, I will. And he said, doubt it. And I said, mate, listen, I will. So now I'm on this mission just to prove him wrong.
Really?
So yeah, I've been working out. I've been looking. I decided I'd lose a pound a week, which is half a kilo.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because in the States, that's what my scales say. And I'm 20 weeks in. I've lost 20 so far. So I'm 10
Wow.
kilos
Well
down.
done, son.
And
That's
I've got another
massive.
10 to go.
Can we just
I
talk
hate
about your?
scales.
Let's just talk about your son quickly, Hudson, mate. Because you know what, he doesn't have any skill in the kitchen, but he does on the axe.
He's
So
not bad.
your son Hudson, this was recently, everyone, at a festival called the Beach Life Festival, which was headlined by Lenny Kravitz. Is that correct, Curtis?
Yeah. That's
And
right.
this is Hudson. This is a guitar solo on stage, Swanee. Have a listen to this.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Go, Hudson!
Go, Huddy.
Isn't it a miracle when they turn up with a skill that you have no idea where it came from? It is unbelievable.
It sure is. I mean, if I sing, I get asked to stop.
Really?
I mean, I can clear a room.
Okay.
I'm totally tone deaf. I have no musical background. And he just loves it. Wow. You know, he just loves it. And
It never gets old.
Have we got Leo's audio? Because
Yeah,
Chris's
because I've
son
got one of those too, Curtis.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
let me hear.
Oh,
My
man,
Leo is a freak. This is just him in my barbecue area, freestyling.
Oh, Leo's
Never
got
had a
soul.
lesson.
Hasn't he?
he made $200 that day just in donations. People were just...
And my little boy Ted's on the glockenspiel. I didn't bring the audio in, but he's bloody good, and he'll support Lenny one day. He'll support Lenny Kravitz for sure.
Can we ask about the weirdest requests that you've had at your restaurants? There was an article that was written a couple of days ago here, and there's some unbelievable weird requests. Antoine Moscovitz, he's a big chef. He's got Bellevue in Woolloomooloo in Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
He had a group come in and they said, could you whip us up a possum dish?
What?
Oh, dear me.
He said, no, we don't cook possum. What else do we...
What do I look like? A Labrador in the park?
Oh my God!
He said Sven Almenning has a few restaurants in Melbourne and Sydney. He said someone come in and said, can I bring in my own sword to cut the cake, the birthday cake?
That's not bad.
Do you get weird requests like this at your restaurant sometimes, Curtis?
We often get strange requests. You know, it's bizarre, normally around food, but sometimes people want to propose and they want half the room to themselves, or nothing too wild. actually, when we first opened, we have a butcher shop at the front of the restaurant. So you
Yeah.
enter into the restaurant through the butcher shop, as you guys know. And we got picketed by some animal
Protesters?
rights people. Yeah. Which I always found strange because I'm like, we buy our animals from the greatest farms and they're really well treated. But anyway, I thought you should go and picket a fast food joint that doesn't treat them. But they would come and they would campaign outside and they'd have their signs and they'd tell us that meat is murder and all that stuff. So one day when they were there, they all sort of packed up and left, and then one lady came into the shop with her sign under her arm. And so I kind of walked up into the butcher shop to see what she was doing. She's trying to buy some meat. And I said, Madam, can I help you? I said, yeah, I know you've been outside, yelling and screaming with your megaphone, and I was just curious as to what it is. And she said, I'm not buying it for me, I'm buying it for my dog. And I thought, oh, so the dogs can eat meat. I mean, we're not allowed, but the dogs can.
That should save the animal. If the dog keeps eating, it'll be fine. Isn't that extraordinary?
Isn't that amazing?
Wild.
That is God, mate.
Curtis, what do you think of? Do you remember the scandal in the 80s or 90s with cakeage, where restaurants suddenly started to charge you when you
Right.
brought your own birthday
Swanee,
cake?
I saw it on the weekend.
Yep.
I was ordering, and the person in front of me had organised a cake, and the man said behind the counter, there is cakeage.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like $8 a slice, and you're like, I might as well just get the cake from here. What do you think of it, Curtis?
Well, I have a different issue with people bringing in cakes. I don't like it when they bring an ugly cake because then I'm worried that other people in the restaurant might think that I made it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sometimes it's bright bloody blue or green, and I think, where'd you get that from?
It's a gender reveal cake. Oh, yes, of course.
But no, you shouldn't charge to cut someone's cake. Goodness me, that's ridiculous.
That's what I would have thought. It's like a corkage fee on a screw top. You know what I mean, Curtis? You're not wrong, Whip.
We are so lucky to have you here, mate. We know how busy you are. And Curtis has done new kitchenware. It's the kitchen line Durapress. It's available now to buy at Good Guys. Mate, thanks for finding the
Curtis,
time.
I've been trying to track down your induction hot plate. I can't find it anywhere. It's on the brochure, but I can't find it.
Yeah, no, we have it at the Good Guys. I'm going to get you one sent out.
Come in and see the good guys. Big cash will slash the prices.
Fits in Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.